There's also going to be a lot of upsets this year. I think there are going to be so many folks that are so close. Kyrie Irving coming in at 6th. Also, like Klay Thompson has not played in that many games. Again, it's a fan vote.
This is a bit of bragging move. Go ahead, brag on. I finally get some votes.
Hey, congratulations.
Okay. I might as well ride my horse all the way through the show.
I'm sorry, you're going to go what? You're going to rock.
Yeah, so you know how they say you get on the high horse when you're feeling yourself. I'm riding.
Oh, I thought you were riding the motorcycle.
Thank you so much. NFL is next, and we will
thought you were riding the bike out here. Bring it back.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
So, I called back. Same State Farm agent. Texted the next day. Same guy.
Is that even legal?
And get this. He remembered my name.
Of course.
Hey, blink twice if you're in danger. Whoa, guys. At State Farm, we actually get to know you. It's called service. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This first story from deep in the court cam archives is shocking, and we need to warn you, it contains images that may be disturbing for some viewers. We're in Phoenix, Arizona for the trial of 53-year-old Michael Marin, a Wall Street millionaire whose good fortune took a serious wrong turn. In 2012, in this exclusive Phoenix neighborhood, investigators claim Marin set fire to his $3.5 million mansion to collect the insurance money when he could no longer afford the mortgage. Marin was the only one home at the time and called 911 from inside the house.
Okay, what's your emergency? Are you going to be able to get out?
I've got one of those ladders.
Do you have a ladder where?
I'd rather work on that than talk to you, so let me get out into the hell out of here.
To get out, Marin donned this scuba tank and mask as he climbed down from a second-story window. But things seemed to get more fishy as Marin relived the incident from a hospital bed.
I realized that I actually had some air left in that tank, and that's what enabled me to get back to the window and to put in that ladder. If I hadn't had those two things, we would be talking.
Marin was later charged with art.
Would you please read the verdict?
We pick up as the jury is about to announce its verdict.
We, the jury, do find the defendant, Michael James Marin, guilty of arson of an occupied structure. We further find this offense is a dangerous felony because the offense involved the discharge, use, or threatening exhibition of fire, a deadly weapon, or dangerous instrument.
Facing a possible 21-year prison sentence, Marin is visibly shaken. As each juror confirms his or her decision,
Juror number 1, is this your true verdict? Juror number 2,
he appears to become...
is this your true verdict?
Yeah. But then...
And, the way it works usually with betting, fans like favorites. Fans overwhelmingly bet the big brands, the great quarterbacks, and the favorites, and they win a lot of games. But if you go back to 2017, 4 years ago in the first round of the playoffs, a bunch of close games. All right, let's go 2018. A bunch of close games. 2019, first round, bunch of close games, 2 overtime games. Last year, bunch of close games except the Saints and the Bears. Even the Steelers-Browns was ugly early and got close late. So if you're thinking all the favorites are going to win, and all the Bradys and Aaron Rodgers and all the Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are going to cruise, it's not going to work that way. That's not the way it works. You're going to have a lot of close games. So I thought this morning I would do my upset tier. So there's 6 total games. I'll give you the bottom, the 3, in my opinion, least likely upsets. Above them, the 2 more likely upsets. And then I'll call my upset. I do believe I see 1 I'll call. So let's go to the 3 less likely upsets, but they're possible, and here's why. Raiders are almost a touchdown underdog to Cincinnati. Here's why the Raiders have a chance. They're 6-0 in games this year, 4-0 in overtime, 6-0 in games decided on the final play of regulation or overtime, meaning this thing's close late. They have a ton of confidence and a ton of success and a playmaking quarterback. Bengals have not won a playoff game since 1990. This is new territory for Cincinnati, and the Raiders are playing as a dog with total house money. I like the Bengals to win. That's why an upset could happen. Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Kansas City turned the ball over 25 times this year. That's tied for most among all playoff teams. The Chiefs will give you opportunities. The Steelers, for the 4th straight year, led the NFL in sacks. Translation, they put pressure on quarterbacks to make more mistakes. Mike Tomlin's also the best underdog coach to bet on in the league, and the Steelers are 12.5-point dogs. You really think Ben's last game, his last game at home, he won? He won this past weekend. It's not always pretty. There's no way I can give the Pittsburgh Steelers 12.5 points, even though I think they'll probably lose. But that's their chance. KC turns it over, can be reckless, and Pittsburgh forces turnovers because they have a great pass rush. All right, Tampa and Philadelphia. You may not know this, but the Philadelphia Eagles led the NFL with 128 big plays this year. Now, what's a big play? A run for over 10 yards, a pass for over 20. Yeah, their big plays, though, come on the ground. So this is a Tampa team that is all beat up, including Leonard Fournette. A lot of injuries, no AB, no Chris Godwin, perhaps not as explosive offensively in the playoffs. They struggled last year with Washington in the playoffs. So in this instance, I like the favorites, but they have a puncher's chance, and that's why. Now let's go to more likely upsets. Let's go Cardinals-Rams. Well, first of all, it's in L.A., and the Cardinals this year were 8-1 in the road. For whatever reason, and I do not have the answer, Arizona is a better road team than a home team. Also, the Cardinals only turned it over 15 times. So, Matt Stafford had 17 picks. That's the most among playoff quarterbacks. The Rams give you opportunities in short fields. Cardinals don't. So the Rams are going to have to win this thing straight out against a great road team that never gives you a short field or cheap points. And the Rams, as we've seen, they can give you a great half followed by a disaster. They are high ceiling, low floor. I like the Rams. Totally see an upset potential. The next one is New England and Buffalo. Well, this is a pretty easy one to figure out. Josh Allen is 3-4 in 7 games against Belichick. And Josh Allen has the second lowest completion percentage of the playoff quarterbacks. And he, like Matt Stafford, big arm, wildly talented, makes big mistakes. He is a high-risk. When you have an arm that good, Joe Namath had a big arm, he threw picks. Elway had a big arm, he threw picks. Favre had a big arm, he throws picks. Josh Allen trusts his arm and trusts his talent. He makes mistakes. And New England, say what you want, they feast on that stuff. So they're going to go in with a conservative game plan, try to win the takeaway battle. I like Buffalo, I like the Rams, but I'm not shocked if there's an upset. The one upset I do see, and it's become so talked about, maybe it won't be, but San Francisco-Dallas is a problem for Dallas. First of all, if Jimmy G doesn't throw an interception, they're 7-0. Now, Dallas does take the ball away, and Jimmy G can get sloppy. He throws the ball over the middle of the field a lot. But when I look at this game, there's a stat that has always mattered in the NFL. Yards per play.
My fault, bro.
San Francisco 49ers.
My fault.
Led the NFL. They got it. They stole this stat in the final weekend. They lead the NFL in yards per play. 6.1 yards. That is a big play offense that is mostly healthy. Also, Dak has been great against the NFC East. He has been not so great against everybody else. 6-5 this year. Also, Dallas has not been necessarily a great home team. They were blown out by Denver at home. They lost to Arizona at home. Some of their best performances this year, like Arizona, were away from home. So the pressure's on the big brand Cowboys, the pressure's on the favored Cowboys, and they don't have a history in the last 3 or 4 years of necessarily putting away teams outside of their division. So I think San Francisco has a coach edge, and Jimmy G have been here before edge. Jimmy G again. They also have a Trey Lance factor. They could use him, if need be, in the red zone for something different. So there's my upset tiers. most likely, more than likely, highly likely? How about them Cowboys?
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state for free. Simple tax returns only.
Enjoy unlimited DVR storage and never worry about hidden fees. With YouTube TV, try it free.
Well, you know, the Cowboys kind of do that every year. Fun, exciting team, and they get to the postseason. It's a little different situation. I do think their defense is a different factor this year, though. It's why I have a little more faith in them this postseason.
You know, it is funny who there are a handful of teams. Dallas reminds me a lot of the Rams, where it just depends on the half. There have been halves this year where the Rams have been the best team in the league. I mean, they made Tom Brady look so mortal, and then they've had halves. Tennessee, they're awful. Same with Dallas. If you watch most of that game against Arizona, Dallas in the first half was awful. You watch them against Denver, they're awful. So it's this high ceiling, low floor thing. Whereas with Tennessee, I feel like I get the same team every week. New England, despite their limitations over the top, I kind of get the same team every week. So I think the teams favored should be favored. Tampa, Green Bay, and Kansas City should be favored. It's funny. We talk about football. We do it for months and months and months. And in the end, it's a lot of people we thought would be here. Brady, Aaron, Mahomes, and Josh Allen. I mean, we talked already. Hey, Matt Stafford to the Rams will change stuff. 17 weeks. We kind of feel like 18 weeks. This is where we thought we would be, especially in the NFC. It feels like that. All right, hour 3. Joel Klatt will be joining us for.
This is the Herdline News.
It was a fun national championship game last night.
I'm defending Alabama, just saying you can't lose your 2 best wide receivers over the course of 3 games and then beat Georgia. Like, I'm sorry, but if Cincinnati, if we got a report today that Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were not playing against the Raiders, then I would like the Raiders. Right. If Robert Woods left for the Rams, if Cooper Kupp sprained an ankle today at practice, I wouldn't like the Rams. Like, they lost their big over-the-top playmakers, and you're not going to beat Georgia because they couldn't run the ball with any consistency.
No, it was tough for them to lose that, but I don't like using that as an excuse for why they didn't.
That's right. You know, I mean, attrition, health matter.
You got to be healthy. Well, this brought an end to a 41-year drought for the Dogs, who last won under head coach Vince Dooley, led by Herschel Walker. That's the 5th longest gap between championship seasons in college football history. Alabama obviously struggled after losing Jameson Williams to knee injury in the first half, and they were without John Mechie, who suffered the ACL in the tear in the SEC title game. Bryce Young was 35 of 57, season high in passing attempts, and he had only thrown 5 interceptions all season before last night. Threw 2 interceptions last night.
Did you see Saban smiling during the handshake?
Yeah, I thought Saban had quite an endearing night. His post-game press conference was very sweet, and I think he was genuinely happy for Kirby Smart. I mean, they're friends. They've worked together for a long time.
Yeah, and I think Nick is smart enough to understand there's a baton passing. He's not ready to do it yet, but it's like, it does make you feel good if people that you really admire and were loyal to you and help get you championships win. Like, that's the least ticked off Nick Saban's ever been after a loss in the history of his NFL or college career. He was like genuinely happy for a young coach he really admires.
Well, he was an assistant under Saban at LSU and with the Dolphins in 8 seasons as his defensive coordinator at Alabama. So, to your point, in a lot of ways, this is it's a testament to Nick Saban. Like, he was with him for a long time, and now he's having success on his own. That's what you want. You know, especially if you're a legend in that space, like, you don't want your legacy to be just you. Yeah. You really can't win that way anyway. So I thought it was a fun night. Obviously, really great win for Georgia, and was happy for Georgia fans. And it felt like a Georgia-heavy building.
Well, I thought one thing felt true. The energy, I thought Georgia played with great energy.
Yeah.
Like, and let's be honest, they got the jock handed to them the first, so it is always easier if you're running and chasing somebody. Like, I thought their energy was like jump through television in the first quarter.
And they were so fast. I mean, their defense is just
it is
unbelievable. So the Colts have a decision to make at at quarterback for the 5th consecutive offseason. Yesterday, Frank Wright was asked about Carson Wentz, and he declined to comment on the quarterback going forward.
We love the team we had this year. We know everyone we brought in this year. We expected to play winning football. Next year's roster will be next year's roster. I'm not going to evaluate or talk about any. I don't want to just open it.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio, podcast, whatever it is, this is a program in full. We're going to prepare you for what this industry is, and you're going to hear it from people who've been in the field, in the newsroom, in the control room for the last 20 years. I'm hearing from people that I worked with years ago who say, I get what you're doing. Where was this before? We're on the cutting edge of doing something no one's ever done before, and the student is the one who benefits.
Joel Embiid ties the franchise record set by Allen Iverson and Wilt Chamberlain with 8 consecutive.
Kings versus the Kings, but this one is a little bit more about Russell Westbrook's continued struggles. So let's take a look. Let's go up to Sacramento. There he is, LeBron James taking on the Kings. But let's skip ahead about halfway through the third, game tied at 77.
Oh, the Kings! Where's the Kings? Oh, is that Upper Room? Maybe. They gotta feed that man because he is like the most consistent force for their team.
Look at that, 19 30-point games. And then the other way, the Kings attacking the basket. Tie game once again, all tied up at 79 this time. This is when the wheels started to fall off just a little bit for the Lakers. I went out to go to cook dinner, and then this happened.
Oh no! You know what's interesting, Malik? That the Lakers were outscored by 28 points. That's the worst since LeBron James joined the team. They're really missing AD.
It did not get better in the fourth quarter. The Lakers were able to take a little bit of a run, but the Kings, they just kept coming. And so did Russell Westbrook's shots, but he wasn't making them. That'll do it. Russell Westbrook, 8 points, 2 of 14 shooting. We're going to hear from him in just a little bit. And this, oof, dagger. This was the dagger. The Kings, they get a win over the Lakers. Here's Russell Westbrook after the game.
Honestly, I don't, like this, the word slump for me is not like something I like lean on. I stay locked in. I'm just in a position of trying to figure out the best way to play. At the moment, I'll figure out, and that's that. Like, make adjustments and figure out ways to be able to, just make a shot. That's it.
Obviously, just put in the work and trust the work that you put into it. So, he's got some really good looks. It's just not good enough.
All right, I feel like this is deja vu. I'm going to ask the question that I've asked many, many times on this show, but I have a new strategy this time, Big Perk, okay? Do you have, we've seen you a big list, do you have a big plan to fix Russell Westbrook's big issues here?
Absolutely, I do. And here it is, right here. I know everybody has been praising LeBron James playing the center position, and it's been great for the offense. But look, move LeBron back to the point. And the reason that I say this is because Russell Westbrook hasn't been knocking down shots. It's been horrible. How about putting him in the pick and rolls and letting him actually roll to the basket, getting easy layups? Something like playing the center position on the offensive end. I watched Billy Donovan do it with Andre Roberson when they were in Oklahoma City. Andre Roberson couldn't shoot. He put him at the 5, let him roll, be a live threat, finish at the basket. Cool. Solve them problems with Russ taking those shots. Number 2, running. Where's number 2? Here it goes. And those bank shots that Russ is taking, the ones that hit in the shot clock. Listen, the Lakers should put in place right now that every time Russ shoots that shot, he gets fined. Take it out of the repertoire. It's not a good thing for the Lakers, and it's not a good thing for Russell Westbrook. Coming in at number 3, where's that? Run it, run it, run it, run it. More post-ups. More post-ups. Create switches where he get those smaller guards on him, and he's able to tomato chest him and punish him in the paint and get to those easy finishes around the basket. Yeah, or get fouled and Russ make your free throws. That's the adjustments that you have to make. Yes, a lot of it is on Russ, but now it's on Frank Vogel to actually put him in position that he could be successful. Because if Russ is successful, the Lakers are successful.
That is the recipe to make Russ as much of a bucket as LeBron James has. But do you think that that is the correct recipe today?
I think so, because when LeBron James was playing the NBA is primarily small ball. Right? When he plays the center, you get more shooting, hopefully. But the reality is, when he is setting screens, he's not dictating plays as much. And instead, it's Russell Westbrook. And yeah, it's great when he has 0 turnover games, but when he has 2 for 14 shooting nights, like we saw yesterday, that is a problem. And you sort of are like, all right, like LeBron James is almost at the point where we stay with KD, he's going to wake up and get a bucket. That's exactly what LeBron James has proven. 19 out of the 30 games that he has played this season, he's had at least 30 points. So at this point, you know he can wake up and get buckets, but more importantly, he needs to make the decisions for this team, which means moving back to point. I love his versatility. That's why we call him the first or one of the...
Bruh, they didn't let me go dunk. Oh my goodness, that's some whole shit.
He's been best when he...
Wow.
Here's my thing with Russ. First of all, if you're going to play small ball, your team has to defend and allow Russ to get out in transition.
Damn, I was supposed to go to white here. My fault, G. I didn't know your icon yet.
It's like when you can shoot. Well, he's a guy that penetrates. Continue to hit, get into the paint, and work your way out. You know, don't settle. And I like the fact that if Russ can get out in transition, he sees some buckets, he gets free throws, he gets to feel good, feel better about himself. We see the ball go in. We all know that. We see the ball go in. You feel better about your game. But defensively, you're not helping yourself either. Yes, you're playing small ball, so you should be able to guard the ball. Well, they're allowing everybody in their paint, so they're not getting out in transition, and they have to set up against half-court defense every time. And when they set up against half-court defenses, guess what? They're not playing Russ, and they're making him shoot the three-point shot.
Oh.
So this is why I say, yes, LeBron at center helps them offensively, but it don't help them defensively because they don't have the...
That's crazy.
Well, and then what happens when you're trying to work Anthony Davis back there?
Oh, when you bring Anthony Davis back. So what happened is, what's going on right now is that I said this before.
Damn, I'm supposed to go to the fucking corner. Why am I not iconing right now? What is wrong with me?
Really showing Anthony Davis is how to embrace the center position. And they were getting stops too. Yeah, but embracing AD, like, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. And still in all, even if you do have Anthony Davis on the floor, you still can stretch him out because I don't believe that Anthony Davis is going to stay in his shooting slump for his three-point shots. We already know his 15 foot is automatic. But have Russ roll into the basket. Help Russ because we came to the conclusion you're not going to be able to trade. So now you got to figure out how can I get the...
Bro, why we not playing defense? Why we not playing D? Come on, bro. That whole possession. These niggas ain't good. These niggas is ass.
Get better late in the season. We've seen them make that push. We've seen them overcome things that seemed insurmountable.
We are straight. It's first quarter, baby. We good.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
Well, that's one nigga. We literally just beat a team with just 2 niggas, bro. Me and green, orange dude. Those niggas ain't good. Good D.
We are.
Don't give up what you love. State Farm has options to personalize your policy so you get a rate that fits your needs.
Let's move on to the 6-time All-Star Damian Lillard, who Brian Windhorst reported is planning to have surgery to address the Windhorst at the procedure.
Good D.
Likely to keep Lillard out at least 6 to 8 weeks. He last played on December 31st. Portland is in 10th place in the Western Conference, and the team is 4-7 without Lillard this season. So for more on this story, I'd like to now welcome
Oh my gosh.
Do you get the sense this is an injury
Fucking
that's something that
fucking
could cause the Blazers to hold Lillard out for the rest of the season?
Over 2.
This isn't a season-ending injury, but it's probably a season-ending situation. The Blazers have just had nothing go their way this year. CJ McCollum is out with the lung issue. And look, let's just be honest. They are in 10th place right now, and they are one of the worst road teams in the NBA. They are 2-13 on the road, and I'm here to tell you they have played 10 more home games than road games. You don't have to be an expert at prognosticating to predict it's probably going to go sideways without Dame over the next 2 months. So between now and the trade deadline of February 10th, Joe Cronin, their acting general manager, is going to take a very close look at this roster and see what changes they want to make, because they do have a window here to because their draft pick is lottery protected. Sliding out of the playoffs, resetting next year with a healthy Dame Lillard might not be the worst idea.
Well, Dame is also extension eligible this offseason, so how does this injury impact his future plans here?
Yeah, so this is something that obviously we're talking about $100 million decision in the offseason to add
Niggas not playing D like at all. Like that's the problem. Like it's not hard.
Dame is trying to get healthy. Dame wants to remain in Portland, and the contract extension will come as a normal course of business. As most players who have 2 years left on their contract, stars, guys like Jimmy Butler, who did the exact same thing last summer. They didn't talk about it, but it is not
Gotta get a shot up.
I am told.
It's not letting me fucking dunk, bro. Like that's the fucking problem. Fuck am I holding the analog stick back for if you're gonna keep fucking step backing? Like that shit don't make no fucking sense. Like corner. Damn, never mind. Good shot. Wait. Fuck I got limitless takeoff on fucking Hall of Fame for, bro. Take this shit all the way off. He gonna shoot the 3. That's a fucking steal. This nigga not even good. And I got this nigga checking me like he good, bro. Like, this nigga is so ass.
Absolutely, and
Oh.
we certainly are wishing Damian Lillard a very speedy recovery. Brian, of course, thank you so much for joining us on NBA Today.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live stream
That
sports
shit.
premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
Challenge the past. Challenge accepted.
I don't understand.
University Global. Affordable online education
Shut up,
for
bro.
kids and working adults. Apply now at pursueglobal.edu.
NBA analyst, NBA champion,
Good dude.
fucking teddy bear.
Basket interference.
Let's start with LA. What's happening, in your opinion, with Russell Westbrook right now?
Well, I think right now, I haven't seen Russell Westbrook confidence in his shot in forever, right? And so now he's on point both to actually put him in position that he can be successful. And some may say this sounds crazy, but offensively, I would take the ball out of Russ's hands, and I would actually move Braun back to the point forward position or point guard slot, and I would actually have Russell Westbrook coming up, setting screens, rolling to the basket, getting easy looks, getting that field back, getting to the free throw line, things of that nature. I would actually set him up where he's in
Wait, but let me get killed at the 2, bro. Do not help off the 3, please. Hit me. Hit me. Damn, hit me. Oh my gosh, I still could have shot that bitch. What am I doing? Drunk as fuck. It's crazy, that's charged. I'm in a restricted area.
No, I wouldn't go overboard. Look, I believe that the Brooklyn but I thought that game last night meant more to the Brooklyn
Hit
Nets
me.
than it did the Chicago Bulls. Not only for a statement for the rest of the league, but for confidence for themselves. Now, with those big three on the floor together, I thought James Harden finally looked good. He came to play. He looked like he was locked in and focused. But at the end of the day, you know, it's still teams' identities like the Bucks, the Heat with him, even the Chicago Bulls. That right now the Nets still have growth. They don't have that interior presence yet that could anchor a defense, and that's concerning.
Are you going to sit here on television and tell me, right, that if all three guys, they have to worry about these Eastern Conference teams that they almost beat just KD against the Bucks who won the chip, just KD almost got by the Bucks, and he has Kyrie and James Harden? You can tell me these guys have to worry about Eastern Conference teams?
Yeah, I'm going to sit up there and tell you that today, and we got to put disrespect into it, because, look,
I'm not disrespecting who the next big three is.
No, I understand that, Max, but the Chicago Bulls has already beaten the Nets twice this year. The Milwaukee Bucks, we already know that Giannis is the most dominant player in the NBA right now. He's capable of taking over games, so I'm not going to count out the defending champions. But what I'm telling you, Max, is have the Nets shown you this year that they're just clear-cut favorites to win the league?
That big three have only played 2 games together. Let me tell you something. You're not counting out the defending champs. If those three play, let me watch this. 8, 9. I think I counted out. Big Kendrick Perkins. Before we go, a lot of Sixers supposed to be lost last night. So we're going to do a little roundup here. We call it playoffs, play-in, or played out. Perk, I'm going to give you a team. You sort them out for us, all right? Tell us if they're going to the playoffs, the play-in tournament, or if you think they're played out. Okay, ready?
Let's get it.
We're going to start with the Sixers. They lost to the Hornets last night. Ben Simmons' return is looking less and less likely, and they are right in the middle, 5th in the East in the playoffs. So are they playoffs?
Can I get a ball? They playoffs.
I'm just giving it to a hot hand at the moment, bro.
God is getting you 30 and 10 a night. Maxey just came back. That was his first game out of protocol. You have Steph Curry and Tobias Harris both playing at a high level. They're getting into the playoffs.
Next up, the Dallas Mavericks. Berg, they lost to the Knicks last night, 105-88. They're currently 5th in the West. A lot of questions about Luka's fitness and its impact on their play. Playoffs, play-in, or played out?
Playoffs. Luka is going to be better. We saw what he's capable of doing when the lights are bright. They didn't have Porzingis last night, who, by the way, has been balling. Look, I understand the Knicks got the win last night, but every dog gets a bone every now and then. The Dallas Mavericks are getting into the playoffs this year.
On the other side of that,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just completely lost that little ass nigga.
Playoff play-in or played out for the Knicks?
They're going to get in the play-in. I feel like, you know, with the addition of them getting Cam Reddish in the trade, it feels like Julius Randle is going to get over this hump. And I must say, R.J. Barrett has been balling. And then you have a guy that kind of, you know, look like you a little bit. Y'all both losing y'all hair a little bit. Evan Fournier, he's shooting the lights out the ball. So I see the Knicks getting into the play-in tournament.
And finally, Bert, you know I had to do it. The Lakers, currently 8th in the West. Russ struggling. We talked about it. AD hurt. What's it going to be? Playoffs, play-in, or played out for the Lakers?
Playoffs. They're going to get to the playoffs. Anthony Davis will probably be back in 3 weeks. And if LeBron James, which I think he will, continue to play at the level that he's playing at, and Anthony Davis come back with his mind right, they're getting into the playoffs, man.
Great Kendrick Perkins. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
Thank you, y'all. What's up?
You hear that? You're coming to help me. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get full stay.
2022 first-round pick in Charlotte. The Duke product is only 22 years old, averaging nearly 12 points.
Oh my gosh, this is still.
They're also acquiring Solomon Hill and a 2025 second-rounder via Brooklyn in this one. So James Reddish started this season. He averaged 18.4 points per game to go along with 3 boards, 2 dimes, and obviously the elite perimeter defense. He's a 2-year.
That nigga was gonna get the 3 seconds. That nigga was getting the fuck quick.
Well, listen, there's a logjam of young wings in Atlanta. And Kevin Huerter got an extension this offseason, this past preseason. DeAndre Hunter will be coming up next year. He's a player they really value in Atlanta. John Collins, $125 million. There was not really a pathway for Cam Reddish to play a significant role there. And listen, with your luxury tax headed, can't pay everybody. And so they wanted in the marketplace a first-round pick for Cam Reddish. They got it from New York. There's a few other teams who were willing, to give them one. And now Atlanta takes that pick and they use it out to try to do some other deals to improve this team.
Oh my goodness.
They got to the conference finals last year. And for New York, they get a chance.
This game is so bad. Like,
very skilled offensively. Who's going to have to get better defensively to play for Tom Thibodeau. He's up for his rookie extension this summer. But the Knicks certainly see as they try to gather more young assets. A player in Cam Reddish who certainly offensively has shown some real growth from last year. This year has been healthier. This year has been earlier in his career in Atlanta.
So that's what went into the deal. Kirk, what do you think of the deal?
Well, I think New York, that was special. And when you go back and look at that, those 3 players that were in Duke at the same time, from Zion to R.J. Barrett to Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish, if you ask either one of them and everybody in the Duke organization, he was the most talented and he's the most skilled player out of those 3. But when I look at this situation for us with the Hawks, I think Travis, the GM,
we gonna be straight on defense, bro. These niggas ass. As long as we keep scoring, we gonna be straight. Oh shit, I got your way.
It's about surrounding your superstar, Trae Young, with the pieces that he needs. And with Trae Young, he lacks what?
Oh my gosh. This bitch ass nigga keep picking up his dribble. Doing a step back. Fuck is this nigga doing?
Now it looks a lot better because I think the expectation for Kevin Huerter is to kind of be like a Klay Thompson type player. He's not touching that ceiling no time soon. And I just think that Cam Reddish didn't get the fair chance or fair opportunity that he deserved. I want to add to that. Health is another concern for the Hawks because Cam has been hurt. DeAndre Hunter has been hurt. Kevin Huerter has been available. And he's made efforts to get better with him. And so I thought after a while it just got stale. It reached its peak with Cam as far as just his availability because he's so good on the ball with his hands and his defensive instincts. And like what we said, he got better offensively.
Damn.
While Trae was out, he played some of his best basketball. So at this point, I felt like the Hawks felt it was the right time while he still had value to move him and get some pieces that the Hawks needed as well.
And I think what Atlanta would like to do is get out in a trade market and get a little bit older. They've got a lot of very young players. And listen, there were a number of teams who liked Cam Reddish. The Lakers were still trying to get back involved in a deal here. The Pacers had talked seriously. Some others. There's some teams who Cam Reddish doesn't fit for. But everybody likes first-round picks. And that's what they got from New York here. And so they can use this now as they look to go out between now and the trade deadline and do some bigger things. I think for what their goals were, that first-round pick asset now that they have,
Biggie,
that they got to
what's
trade
up with
Charlotte,
you?
has more value to try to improve this team now. Right, they've got a window here that want to get better, get back into the postseason, and try to make another run at it in the East.
Well, the Hawks are 11th in the East, and the Knicks are 12th in the East. So does this move, along with we just heard Adrian Wojnarowski say,
What's
there are
up with
moves
you,
that
Biggie?
we know the Hawks, they have said, Travis Schlenk has said it, they are looking to improve this team. Is this, do you think, the start
How was your day?
rising of their individual?
My day is fantastic. Going fabulous. You dig? You been chill, How your day been going, my guy?
But I don't think that they're done, in my opinion. But I think New York, I think the Knicks, they have something to be excited about. And I'm going to
That's what's up. That's what's up. What you do today?
high expectations in this kid Cam Reddish. When I first saw him, I ain't gonna lie, I called. I said, man, he
really
ain't getting it.
good.
And I started to see certain signs, and I said, man, this guy has a ceiling so high that he's capable of being a guy that can average 25 in this league. Like, his talent is undeniable.
Well, the Knicks and the Hawks, they both have ambitions of outdoing what they did last year. So we'll see if they moves expect between now and the trade deadline to try to do that.
My nigga jumped all the way over there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance. People love it. They deserve to save.
You're going to win this
Oh yeah, most definitely. By a long shot.
game.
Gonna do these niggas dirty. That'll be good.
They're not a good basketball team. They can do all the talking and they can have all the meetings they want. They can say, well, this team did this in a different sport. We're very capable of doing that. If you look at the talent that we have, you look at what we've been able to accomplish individually, and some of us have accomplished some great things together. They're not a good basketball team. Skip,
Oh my gosh. Should have passed that bitch.
we're spreading the floor, letting guys get lane and can be able to shoot the basketball. LeBron has benefited the most from this small lineup. But you are at a disadvantage when it comes to defense. First of all, they don't play defense to begin with. So now when you put this in context, Skip, you don't play defense and you got smaller guys on the floor. The King
Go ahead, quit.
without a big.
Go ahead and quit. That's a y'all.
And they've been trying to get rid of him for the last 3 years. And Tyrese Halliburton said after the game, said we knew we could get whatever we wanted. We just had to put the ball in the basket. This Skip, they got a 14-point lead. And it seems like every time they get a lead, everybody now all of a sudden, LeBron started it up.
No Zarsky.
And then if Bron does it,
No Zarsky.
there's no AD, I'm taking the command. I can start jacking up bad shots. And you jack up bad shots, you don't play defense, a 14-point lead all of a sudden becomes 11, 12-point deficit. Skip, I can sum this game up for you last night. Austin Reeves got hot in the third quarter. He hits back-to-back threes. Instead of Russ coming down and trying to say, okay, go pick for it.
This shit too easy.
What does Russ do? He takes the three, holds the pole. His guy that's guarding him reaches out.
Damn, that nigga said big body in this bitch.
I'm gonna come back down the court. I'm gonna jump up in the air. I got nowhere to go with the
Should
basketball.
cut to the basket.
Turn it over. It leads to a transition three by Buddy Hield. So what was a 6-point game, now all of a sudden an 11-point game going into the fourth. If they get it down, you know what? They put it down. They got it down to 4. LeBron passed the ball to Russ and just stands there. He said, watch this, y'all. He said, I want everybody at home. Everybody, watch this. He passed it to Russ. What did Russ do? Bring the three. They come down and get a shot, and the ball game, for all intents and purposes, is over. It was over. Well, I wish I could say, you know what? When AD gets back, everything's going to be well. But AD wasn't playing well before he left. So when he comes back, everything isn't going to be well. Skip, I wish I could give you, say, well, you know, this, that, and that. They're not good. I can't sum it up for you in any simpler terms. They're not a good basketball team.
Hell yeah.
They don't play defense.
We just blew off some niggas bad. Just by ourselves, too. That's some crazy shit about it. I didn't even know we had 3 AI. We blew them niggas all the way off the court.
And nobody plays defense. Skip, I'm looking at the shooting chart for the Sacramento Kings. Nobody shot under 50%. Skip, I do 7 of 14, 9 of 14, 7 of 12, 5 of 8, 5 of 10, 11 of 21, 4 of 8, 3 of 4.
Green.
Skip, how you gonna be? Yeah, 55%.
Green bean, making mama scream, but that's llama bean. Oh, this is still.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. It doesn't get any workload.
Hey, big body.
Skip, his last 3 games. Now this is 3 straight games. in which he's scoring single-digit points. He's 8 of 40. Skip, 20%. Russ is shooting 20% from the field. 20. I tweeted last night, Skip, is there a quota on how many layups you can miss in a game or you can miss in a season? Because I can assure you Russell Westbrook is over that limit. He's reached the number of misses in a game that an NBA player should miss in a season.
That's all.
It's bad. It's embarrassing.
Damn.
But Skip, they're not good. They're not going anywhere. I don't care how many more meetings they have. I don't care what they can have. Dr. Phil, they can have Tony Robbins coming to
Hell no.
Hell, if you want to, bring Steve Harvey. He's good at pep talk.
That nigga's
Win, win, win.
Ain't nothing happening. This is who they are. This is
Nothing
what
but
they are.
doves.
Are you ready to say, right here, right now, that your Lakers will miss the playoffs? Ready to go there?
I hope Skip, I told you that. I said, Skip, you talking about play-in. I said, I'm hoping they can just make the play-in. Oh, as we speak right now, they're not making it. They're not making the playoffs. Playoffs? I'm like Jim Morrissey. Playoffs? I just hope they can win another game.
Okay, I want to get you back on record.
That nigga said playoffs.
Just
That's
to
what we
keep
put
everybody
another
with
game.
the biggest picture here, and Jenny Red to start this topic off. The Lakers, which I had forgotten actually, were considered favorites to win the West. Correct. Let's call it consensus, maybe not prohibited, but consensus favorites by all the betting sites to win the Western Conference. They have plummeted to 21 and 21. We are more than halfway through this basketball season.
Yes.
And obviously, you did make one point that we have to get back on the record. They are now without Anthony Davis. I still consider him a top 10 player. But to your point, he has not played like a top 10 or 20 or
Good night, see you tomorrow.
Good night, my guy. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, my guy. Be safe. Stay up.
You did good.
Thank you, thank you. I did my thing,
I will.
Credit to Matthews. He is not giving him any space, using his body, being physical with him. Curry can't get the ball. Thompson three. Another miss. And picked up by Middleton. Well, the Bucks were looking for a little bit of good fortune at home anyway. Three by Portis. Again, he'll take it from outside. Give him 20. Coming in. The Bucks have lost 4 of 5, so they were looking for a little bit of change of pace, and they were gunned up, as you guys talked about earlier, for tonight. Curry is fouled on top. We saw a little bit of this in the playoffs last year, them leaving Bobby Portis and him making teams pay 4 of 6 tonight from distance for crazy eyes. Portis just picked up his first. Thompson will drive. Portis has got the ball. This is all about Thompson just minding his rhythm. I'm not worried about the missing play. Because right now he's just trying to get his basketball legs up underneath him. Middleton, the technical foul. Middleton felt like that Wiggins on that contest. Tapped him on the arm there, complaining to the officials. So Curry will be at the free throw line. Might have something to complain about. You're up 40. It's all good. Curry is the number 3 free throw percent shooter in the NBA. But a bit of a slump. And Reggie, have you ever been in a game where you're down by this much? Yes. I have. And what do you think? In a playoff.
Here we go.
Continue to play hard and don't. Yeah, we can say that.
My fault, y'all. I'll try to pump fake that bitch. Good shot. Good shot. That nigga can't be on them hoes.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. How about a throwback?
Oh my goodness, my fault. Shot.
That's my squad right there. Riley again. Oh, Raymond. Can't make them all. Right?
I love good deals. I love finding good deals like this because the Frito Chili Cheese Junior Wrap is 99 cents.
I feel like they just marked it wrong, but I'm not telling.
Sonic Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap. Stuff Curry. Susan, happy Friday. Got an instant online offer to sell us his car, good for 7 days. So he's using the time to shop around, but just hangs here all day. Lenny, welcome to Low Tops.
I earned 3% cash back at drugstore. Shows Freedom Unlimited. So I got cards for birthdays, holidays, graduation. I'm covered for everything. Which reminds me, thank you for dropping me to the drugstore. Earn big time for Chase Freedom Unlimited. No annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more for you.
Let's take a look at tonight's Mountain Dew Hot 3, and it's been all Milwaukee.
Bro, I know y'all see me hot, bro. Why can't I touch that ball like one time?
Win the mirror ball and dancing with the
That's me. Oh my gosh, I'm passing the fucking ball. God damn. Shit. I got fucking 2 shots because of that shit, bro. I'll be standing wide open. 70's wide open, man.
Well, the squeegee kind of comes with gas. Squeegee isn't free. Oh, it's free with gas. Yeah, but it's a fucking hybrid. I don't need gas. Well, no gas, no squeegee. No gas, no squeegee. No gas, no squeegee. No gas, no squeegee. Now free squeegee. Now free squeegee. Squeegee. Evolve your journey beyond the pump in the first ever Santa Fe plug-in hybrid.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Subway Eat Fresh Refresh has so many new footlongs. Here's how they line it up. We got the new chicken and bacon ranch, new Baja Steak and Jack, and the new Baja Chicken and Bacon, a.k.a. the Smoke Show. Pay big. Order through the app.
Y'all passed the ball too slow, bro. Y'all supposed to be hitting that bitch to me before I hit the fucking 3, bro. Like, before I hit the 3, that bitch supposed to be coming to me. I was passing that bitch to the corner, too. This nigga just keeps going on. I'm not saying it's your fault, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying what's happening. I don't know.
For more of these games, go to NBA.com or the NBA app. Vincenzo is in, Wall remains, Hill is in, Porter takes the place of Clay at a 3, right down the hatch. The Bucks tonight shot 58% at the end of the first quarter. They were at 63% at halftime, and just above 57% right now, almost through 3 quarters of basketball. Oh my God. This one's going on. Here's his third quarter. 26 to go. Okay. They're on their way. They are on their way. That's it, bro. All right, this guy. Middleton remains. Connaughton trails. DiVincenzo. Offense and fires. Shields up. There goes Clay. Done for the night. Put some ice on Leeds. He got his 20 minutes in. And looked good in the second half. He struggled, obviously started 0 for 7, but found his rhythm, which I think for the next 2 to 3 weeks is probably going to be talked about.
It's the fact I am a passer right there.
radio, he realised he should follow his dreams. So he ordered a microphone and next day delivery. Now the only thing he cared about conquering was his audience.
Dog, that's crazy. I stepped back.
Or speaking. Reason. Fine. Dear. It's sensitive. Wrong. Progress is unbreakable. Progress is effective.
Introducing all-new Gillette Labs with exfoliation water. It combines shaving and gentle exfoliation into one efficient stroke for a shave as quick and easy as washing your face. I turned my astrology gift into a business, which I'm sensing will require getting some help on my taxes.
I'd love to help. We can reduce your tax bill accordingly.
Is that my meaning of aggressive?
You do your thing.
Can I get the ball, bro? I have a this nigga has a lock on him. I'm open.
Special friends greet you. You soar to adventures with extra time with any of the 4 theme parks every day. And now you can save on rooms and select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay?
Fucking game, bro. I'm just bullshitting, bro. Give it to 70. Give it to 70. God damn, bro. Be open, wide open. Niggas don't want to get that nigga the ball. Like, damn. Just be wide open. Oh my gosh. Fucking AI went back up, man. I hear 70. Can I get the ball before you get ripped, bro? Oh my gosh, y'all niggas selling the fuck out of me. Like, I'm not even gonna stress it, bro. Y'all niggas trying to lose this fucking game. Like, trying to. Y'all niggas don't pass to the wide open niggas. Take shots like that. It's like, what the fuck? Hopefully I was on accident. Damn, I got an AI. Y'all niggas keep trying to guard that nigga every time that nigga touch the ball, bro. That's the reason I don't double team with these niggas. And I kept giving it to 70 and shit like he wasn't getting ripped 4 fucking times in a row. Don't guard the AI. Don't guard the AI. Stay on your fucking man. Stay on your fucking man. God damn. Oh my fucking gosh. Y'all niggas are ass, bro. Y'all niggas are. It's like, why not give it to the open fucking man? Let me shoot the fucking ball and wide the fuck open. High in the fucking corner. Like, y'all don't make no fucking sense. Man, you should have been past that bitch, bro. You should have been past that bitch. I don't give a fuck. All y'all niggas all y'all niggas has been selling me. Every one of y'all niggas, bro. Y'all all did something to sell me this whole fucking game. This whole fourth quarter, really. Y'all niggas been trying to sell. There's a reason why y'all niggas been giving me the ball. I'm saying that y'all niggas selling me like I just sold right there. Like, y'all niggas don't see it. I see it. Like, 70 keep turning the fucking ball over every time you get the fucking ball. He get ripped every fucking time. I don't know what the fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You got a power forward that want to play fucking point guard in this bitch, bro. Like, come on. Fuck that.
That way, let's put away the parking talk. Parking is where the money is, though. You imagine what this place pulls in on parking alone? All right, no more talking about parking lots. A lot of these are compact slots. It's not right.
Still.
Can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and home when you roll with us.
We still planning to head out around the third.
This game's rough. Hell no, bro. Hey, bro, stay on the big man, bro. Stay in front of that nigga.
Meet Chef Clem, owner of Donut Salad, a sourdough donut company. She was flying back from a conference when she got a text. She needed a bigger fridge ASAP and she was going to fulfill her orders. So she used her American Express Business Platinum card to earn more points on the big ticket purchase. She got the new fridge.
That's game. Good game, y'all boys. Y'all did y'all thing, bro. No bullshit. Y'all did y'all fucking thing. Crazy, bro. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Bro, y'all niggas suck, bro. I'm sorry to say it. Nigga get fucking 50 dropped on his head and shit, bro. Like, I just don't know. That shit don't make no sense.